Good day everyone, this is Frost and this is Frost no Moto. First, thank you God for allowing this to happen, and second, Sir Clean Bro, thank you for allowing me to borrow and review your Kawasaki ZX4RR. Let's do a sound check. Kawasaki ZX4RR Austin Racing muffler slip on, right? So tomorrow na lang. Let's have a sound check tomorrow. So let's go. Let's have a sound check. Inline 4 screamer. So finally, we are here. So we will review the Kawasaki ZX4RR. To be honest with you, the first thing that I saw this bike, it gives me goosebumps. This is a very good quality bike. Quality engine, very nice. So anyway, do you want the Kawasaki ZX4RR? Then this video is for you. In the past, in the 400cc category segment, the fastest bike is the Kawasaki Ninja 400. So it becomes a iconic or a legend, especially right now, if you ask anyone. And still, in the 2023 version, the Kawasaki released the ZX4RR, and still they are the remaining champion in the 400cc category. This bike can go up to 200 plus kilometer per hour, so that makes it very nice. So anyway, the question is this bike for you? The price point of this one is 499,000, which is very expensive considering a 400cc category. And mind you, it is only an introductory price. So it might change in several months depending on the customer. So the engine, it came from the Kawasaki ZX25R, derived from it. So they have the same design, same features, same tech, same aesthetic. The only difference is the suspension, the dual disc brake, and also the displacement. So that makes me applaud the Kawasaki for creating a 400cc category inline 4, because it is very hard, especially the kind of quality that they're gonna use inside the spaces of the cylinder going to the bore. Anyway, that is very technical. So another thing, what makes the Kawasaki very nice with the ZX4RR, as you can see here, it's very open, and here all of its weights are here. So center of gravity is here, so it means in terms of handling, quality, leaning, cornering, it is very good. As you can see here, the wheelbase is very short. So we're gonna have a dimensions later for you to see it for yourself. So anyway, the question is, can you handle this bike? Because if you try to purchase a bike, you're just not purchasing bike and that's it. So you need to especially choose the maintenance. It is 4 cylinders, so the oil that it uses, it is more, I think 4 liters or 3. And besides that, 4 spark plug and also 4 ignition coil. So if you're gonna have general PMS, or check-ups on your engine, change spark plug and everything and so on and so forth, it is very expensive. So if you want to choose the ZX4RR, you should be committed in purchasing an, it's like English or Tagalog or Bisaya, kay baw ka sa pag-alaga sa imong motor. because everything is very expensive. It is a performance bike, especially if you're gonna change our general PMS, like I said, in 10,000 odo or 12 or 15. So you're gonna change the ignition coil, spark plug, so on and so forth. It is very expensive. So like I said, you should be very committed. And I mean, to be honest with you guys, if I have enough money, no question asked, I will buy this one. 400cc, inline 4, in terms of fuel consumption, it is very good compared with the 600cc. And also, easy to maintain. Tires are very good. Not that good quality, but I mean, Dunlop is very nice also. So anyway, if you're wondering, if you want a 400cc category bike because you want an inline 4, let me tell you something. If you want good torque, good, I mean, I'm not saying that top end is bad, but if you really want good top end, good torque, with a price point of that, 499,000, just go with the CBR or the ZX6R. The only difference of this and all its competition is the tech features. It is pretty much loaded riding modes, track traction control, power modes, and features. Quick shifter up and down is very nice. Quality of brakes, quality of tires, quality of paint, quality engine, because it is Kawasaki. So I guess that's it. Now let us go for the engine specs. Okay, so engine is 399cc, 4-cylinder. As you can see to the headers. Then we can see the video. 1, 2, 3, 4. Liquid cooled, 4-stroke, 4 valves. So 4 valves is cylinder, a total of 16. Dual overhead cam and a 6-speed transmission. So the bore and stroke is 57 by 39.2 millimeter. That gives you max power of 57.4 kW at 15,000 RPM. But when you're high speed, because it has an air ram intake, you can see here. Okay, so when the air intake gets activated, it produces more power. So it becomes 58.9 kW when the ram intake is activated. So again, I want to clarify it, and it only activates when you're doing a high speed because it needs air to go inside. That's the difference with a supercharged, because a supercharged absorbs the air. For the ram intake, or the ram air intake, you need to go high speed. And the max torque is 35.9 Newton meter at 11,000 RPM. And the compression ratio is 12.3 S/1. Okay? And the max RPM is 15,000 RPM. Again, 15,000 RPM, so this is a high revving bike. Because also it's an inline 4. And for the fuel capacity, it is 15 liters fuel injected. It consumes around 20 to 23 km per liter. But again, it depends on how aggressive you ride this bike and your weight. So for the front tire, it is 120 by 70 by 17. See here, the lock. And for the rear, it is 160 by 60 by 17. So based on the internet, based on those people who actually read in this one, there are a lot of complaints. Because number one, this is a high performance bike, so they wanted the stock tires to be good. Because the stock tire is Dunlop Sportsmag GP3 300, which is a little bit not that good, especially if you're a track-oriented street riding. So again, because this is a high revving bike, and also the tire size, they complain that it's a little bit small for its performance. And for the brakes, calipers for the rear is Nissin, and the size is 220mm single disc, and for the front is 290mm dual disc. And the brand is Tokiko calipers. Very nice. Master cylinder is I think it is Nissin. Alright, so it's Nissin. So very nice quality of brakes that they're using here. So you wouldn't be afraid, even though it's a high performance bikes, then you will have the confidence that your bike has good handling. And the suspension, so again, what makes this bike very expensive is the suspension. So for the front, it is 37mm Showa, and it is a SFF DP4 reload adjustability. So this is what it looks like. Reload Showa brand. And for the rear, so for the rear, this is the newly updated version of the Showa, which is the same with the ZX10R. So again, that one, the other, that's makes also this thing very expensive because the suspension that they are offering. Because this is a high performance bike, then Kawasaki is offering you with a very good suspension. So for the rim, it is Showa Bank Link BFFRC Lite gas charge with piggy bank receiver. You can see here. So it offers you with preload, rebound, and compression. Easy to adjust. I don't know if you can see the video here because it's night time. So Showa. So easy to adjust. That is the suspension that Kawasaki is offering. So let us go for these features, riding modes and power mode. So again, this is the things that makes this bike very expensive, because also with the tech and features that it has. So for a price point of 499,000, introductory price, you should think of yourself that the things that you will get is very good, and actually it is. So let us go first for the features. For the features, it has a slipper clutch, which is very standard right now, dual channel ABS, which is very standard also, eco indicator, Bluetooth connectivity, and a quick shifter. So it has a quick shifter up and down. So in terms of racing, it is very good, and also you should consider that quick shifter is very good if you're a very competitive person. So you just need to gear one, or if you want to activate the quick shifter, you just need to gear one, and then after a certain RPM, then you can gear up or gear down. And also it has an immobilizer. Here's the immobilizer, which is very not new if you're using a Kawasaki, right? And for its riding modes, it has 4, which is very common also in the Kawasaki brands, especially in the high revving production. So it has 4 riding modes: sports, road, rain, and custom. So for custom, you can change everything depending on your preference. And if you're using rain, it reduces the power to 60%. So especially in rain, right now, then can give you some safety, especially if you're using high performance bike. And also for traction control, it has 3 levels: 1, 2, 3. So for the 3, in other words, it can be used for racetrack, minimal support, and 2 is city driving or medium support, and 3 is rain. So in 3, the traction control is fully activated. So it will give you safety, especially in wet condition like this one. So I think that's it. And for the frame, it is using a Pirelli side tensile frame, which is very good, lightweight. Aerodynamics is also good, so in cornering or handling, it will actually give you confidence that your bike is really good. You can see the design. Like I said earlier, it is pretty much open, and all its weight is right here. All of its weight distribution is right here. In terms of cornering or the handling, it's actually very nice. So glass mirror to check your oil if it's low or full. So this is the muffler is Austin Racing slip-on, so no catalytic delete. Catalytic is still there, right? So what else? Alright, so if you're wondering what are the purpose of this one, this is not only aesthetic. The purpose of this is when the engine or fan gets on, the heat will be dissipated here. So again, that is very nice. So for the front, this is what it looks like. So it has some air scoops here that goes to the engine. I don't know the purpose of that, maybe extra down low, or extra down force, or anyway. So when you're in high speed, air will come here, then makes the engine more cooler. So radiator, headlight is LED, ram air intake, ABS, caution key, Ninja logo. Quality of paint is very nice. Stickers also very nice. Tank is metal. Quality of seat is very nice. LED turning indicators. So LED. Footrest. So one nice thing about the 40cc bikes is some people, when they purchase a bikes, good, some people does not want to upgrade. So if you're gonna go long travels, here's a hook here and a hook here. So you can put your luggages here for safety. Footrest is actually very nice. So the purpose of this is you're in your maximum leaning corner. There's an indicator or warning. Nissin. The side is quick shifter. footrest. Some extra protection here for your feet. Very nice. I think this is bulb or scoop. Air intake. This one. I don't know if you can see in the video, but it's a logo here or indicator. Air intake. Suspension. For the rear, LED. So this is the new key design of the Kawasaki. It has a chip in it. So for its immobilizer, so you cannot replicate the key without having or going to the Kawasaki. Also, I forgot it has power modes, which gives you two options, full and low. Let's try to sit in. Okay, so this is the point of view if you're using the ZX4RR, which is actually very nice. So later we'll go to the dimensions and you will see my fully positioning. So you can see here to the left side, the grips very nice, same with Kawasaki. Flat is very light, fully adjusted, I think fully adjustable. Same with the brakes, it's adjustable. Switch is also nice, and it is very good. High beam, low beam, turning indicators, horn, hazard, passing light, kill switch, and ignition, and select. Okay, so let's check the display. So this is what it looks like. Here's the fuel, neutral, riding mode, Kawasaki traction, and Kawasaki quick shifter, Kawasaki quick shifter, RPM, speed, time, average speed, kilometer or odo, temperature, time, ABS, neutral. So let's select trip A, trip B. Outside, total time, battery. Also, I forgot it has a circuit mode. You can actually change the display to whatever you want. So here's the oil. So if you try to hold this too, we'll go to settings. So vehicle settings, display, settings, shift lamp. So it has a shift lamp, mobilizer on, which is actually nice. Okay, on. Right. So that's how you're gonna use that. So we don't have enough time to integrate everything. So this is what it looks like again. Select button. So you have to change settings here. Total time. Okay. So that is the display, and that is the TFT. So if you're wondering where to put the sliders, you can actually put it here. So Kawasaki has given you an opportunity to make it more easier compared to other bikes that you need to put a hole just to put the sliders. So alright, so let's go for its dimension. So again, I am 5'11", and what we have here is the Kawasaki ZX4RR, which is a sports bike. It's not that aggressive like the R6 or the R7 because Yamaha keeps making the sports bike very aggressive, which is better ergonomics. But anyway, so you can see I am 5'11", I am flat-footed. So this is my position if you're gonna use the Kawasaki ZX4R, which is very nice. Very open areas, you can actually tuck in and do an attack position. So curb weight is 188 kilogram, seat height is 800 millimeter, ground clearance is 135 millimeter. So if you're gonna use this bike daily, it's very nice because fuel consumption is not that much. Light, it is very light considering, I mean, it's a sports bike, so anyway, it's very light. And also, ground clearance. So this is a rider friendly, especially if you're around 5'5" or 5'4", you can actually use this one, even if 5'3". And even lower that one, it depends on how you ride the bike. So, you can do an attack position, very nice. Straight back. Okay, and here, the footrest with shifter. Very nice quality of bike, very nice. So anyway, that's it. So tomorrow we're gonna have a test drive. We're gonna go to GBY, and later I'm gonna explain there further. So for now, this is it. So see you guys tomorrow.